Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll show you how to make Roblox GFX, and this is a beginner's guide. If you'd like to see more of my creations, make sure to follow me on Instagram on @Tiffshot. So before we start, make sure you have this plugin installed. I'll leave the link in the description box below so you can download it. You'll also need Blender 2.79, but you can use any versions that you like. And then open up Roblox Studio and click Base Plate. Now, under the plugin, you just load character, which is the plugin we just installed, and you type in the username. So I'm making this for someone, so I'm just going to type their username. And to control Roblox Studio, you just use your mouse to drag and WASD to move around just like in any Roblox game, and you use Q and E to move up and down if needed. Now on the toolbox, you just have to search for a model/room that you like, and I'm just using this aesthetic sunny room that I found. And under home, you can click move, and you can have these arrows and you can just move it around to your desired liking. Now you have to export it, so just right click on the name of your username and click export selection and save it to where you can access it easily, and do the same for the model. I recommend exporting these separately just so it's easier and you have more control. You can do them together if you like. Now open up your Blender, and what you need is this rig. I'll leave the link to download it in the description box as well. You need to remove the head, and when you download it, it's not going to look like this. But to control in Blender, you have to use Shift F to move the camera around, and you also use WASD just like in Roblox games, and Q and E to move up and down. So when you download this rig, this is what it looks like. It's going to have a creepy head, and you do not want that. So we are going to delete it. So what we're going to do is you have to zoom in on the head with using Shift F, and you click B to select several items, and you just select the head. And then you click X, and a little delete will pop up, and you just click delete. Sometimes not everything deletes, so just double click or right click and just delete it manually by also clicking X delete. I recommend saving this file so you don't have to delete the head multiple times every time you make a GFX. Now I'm going to show you how to load up the shirt and pants. So on the top corner, there's these 3 lines. Just drag it down, and under this little corner there's a cube, and you want to click node editor. Now look for image texture, which is right here. Zoom in so you can see it better, and there's this little folder icon next to the F. Click it, and then go to where you saved your picture when you exported, and it's normally the username and then like one text, which stands for texture, and double click it and it pops up on your character just like that. Easy peasy. Now I am going to import the room, so go to file, import, and wait from. Make sure it's OBJ, and then open the OBJ of your model, and I named it room just so it's easy to find, and just wait for it to load up like so, and there you go. Now this is why I recommend saving and exporting these separately, because it's easier to work with. Now I'm just going to move the chair because I want my character sitting on a chair, and it just makes it easier and makes it more perfect. This is why I didn't want to export the person and the model together, because what would happen is you have a lot going on, and then it's going to be really hard to click what you want. So in this rig, there's a bunch of these shapes, and if you click on them, they like control a different part of the body. So as you can see, I'm just demonstrating right here, but the 2 most important things in Blender when making a GFX is these 2 buttons. This cursor looking one, and this like curved like frowny face one. So the cursor is to move your object up and down, side and side, and front and back. And the little curve is to rotate it on the X, Y, and Z axis. So here's an example. So click on the circle or anywhere you want to rotate, and just click the little curved line, and you just move around the lines to rotate, and then the little cursor button to move it so it looks smooth. And I also recommend saving your file a lot, because for some reason Blender always crashes on me, and I'm not sure if it's just me, but just to be safe, I recommend saving frequently. I'm just going to demonstrate this hand as well, and I'm just rotating it. However, if I'm being honest, it doesn't really matter to me because this is just an example, but just do what you want and what pose, and as you can see, just move it around. And I'm also going to move the legs to show you. I normally don't do legs just because I find it super hard, but I'm just demonstrating for you guys. Once you move the body, just go to File, Import, and Wavefront, and then just import your character. And now we're going to add the head. So just double click all the body part except for the head and just X delete, just like that. Now click B to select the whole head and click join so it's easier to control, like so. As you can see, it's one part. Now in rotation, I'm going to type 180 so it's facing the right direction, and I am going to move it to the body. And I'm going to align it, and to make it easier, I'm going to make the origin to geometry, and to do that you just click Shift, Control, Option, and C. Now she looks like a bobblehead. We don't want her to look like a bobblehead, so we're just going to fix it by moving it back using the green little arrow, but sometimes it could be a different color for you, so whatever arrow it is, just align it. And as you can see, we have the head on the body now. Now we are going to add any props if you have any, and you do the same thing. So File, Import, Wavefront, OBJ, and you open up your file that you saved from Roblox Studio. And again, this is why I recommend exporting everything on Roblox Studio separately, just because you can slowly do things instead of having a bunch of things all at once coming at you, which could be super messy. And there we go. I just put a sunflower, and I'm just rotating it like I would. And I'm deleting any parts that I don't want by clicking it and X delete. Now we are going to join the model together, just so you have one model together, so it doesn't have 50, 100 something parts. And I'm just going to move it back to the character and rotate it how I want it to be. You're basically angling it to your liking, if that makes sense. Now we are going to add a camera and lighting. So go to add on the bottom and click lamp, and there's different options. I like doing sun the most, and then you just rotate it like you did earlier, and this is where your sunlight or whatever light you're using is going to hit your picture. So I'm trying to make it coming from the bottom angle. Now go to add camera and click 0, and this whatever's in this square is going to be your final image. So what you're doing is angling it. Now to render on the top, just click render image, and just watch your image pop up in great quality. This could take hours depending on your resolution. Mine took 4 hours, and there's a little timer on the top. It takes a long time, so do something, go play Roblox, whatever. But once it's rendered, on the bottom there's an image button. Click that and click save as image. Now just save your image to wherever you want, and you're pretty much done. I recommend editing it, so the left hand side is unedited and the right hand is edited. So of course it makes a big difference. I recommend it. So I hope this tutorial helped you guys. I started making these literally 3 days ago, and I really liked them. So I hope this helped beginners, and if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye!